Earth has various kinds of living organisms. Life is possible only on the Earth. The Earth has different types of living organisms. Some organisms are very small. Some organisms are very big. The world has different kinds of organisms. Some live on land, some live in water. So we can find a great variety of living organisms on Earth's surface. Nearly 1.5 million species of organisms have been described. These 1.5 million species of organisms are different from one another. Now we may have a question. Is there any possibility to learn the 1.5 million species of organisms by a person in his lifetime? We may say the answer impossible. In his lifetime, a person cannot learn the 1.5 million different species of organisms. This variety of organisms is called as biodiversity. How to study the diversity among living organisms? That is, we are going to see in this video. The variety of organisms can be studied by arranging each kind of animals in an orderly and systematic manner. By arranging the organisms in a particular order, we can study all the organisms. We can understand about all the organisms. Here the picture shows a particular group of organisms. They are different from each other, but they have some common characters, so they are grouped. They are flying organisms. Here another group of organisms. Each one is different from another, but they can be grouped together because all can swim, all can live in water. So in this way organisms are grouped. Here another category of organisms. They give birth to young ones. This is a common character among this group. So by seeing the common characters of animals, animals are grouped. So by studying the characteristic features of particular group, we can understand about the animals come under that group. The method of arranging organisms into groups on the basis of similarities and differences is called classification. Grouping of organisms is called as classification. How are the organisms grouped? On the basis of similarities and differences, organisms are grouped. Organisms are grouped on the basis of similarities and differences. That means similar organisms are grouped together. Organisms with dissimilar characters are kept in separate groups. In a grocery shop, things are arranged based on some categories. Sweets will be in a particular area, plastic items will be in a particular area, so that searching will be easy. In this way, organisms are grouped for easy understanding and study purpose. The method of arranging organisms is called as classification. The term classification and taxonomy are related. Classification is a method, it is a process, and the word taxonomy is related to classification. Then what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the study. Classification is the process. Taxonomy is the science of naming, describing and classifying organisms. In taxonomy, new organisms are identified and name is given. After giving name, the organisms are described and the organisms are grouped. Taxonomy makes the study of wide variety of organisms easier. 1.5 billion organisms are there. By means of grouping the organisms, the study of organism becomes easier. So taxonomy makes the study of organisms easier. Taxonomy also helps us to understand the relationship among different group of animals and different groups of plants. Taxonomy helps us to understand the relationship among different groups of animals. For an example, mammals come under one group, birds come under another group. Is there any relationship among these groups? Yes, there are relationships. Mammals have four-chambered heart, birds have four-chambered heart. So this kind of relationship among one group of animal and another group of animal can be understood by means of taxonomy. Taxonomy, when we study about taxonomy, the name of the person, Carolus Linnaeus, is very important. He was the first person to group the organisms in a systematic way. So he is called the father of taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus was the first person to make a systematic way of grouping the organisms, and he also generated a system of naming organisms. Every organism needs a scientific name. For that, Carolus Linnaeus gave a system. Classification is the ordering of organisms into groups on the basis of their similarities and dissimilarities. In your lower class, you would have learned about 5 kingdom classification. What are the 5 kingdom? Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia are the 5 kingdom. In each kingdom, the organisms are grouped based on their similar characters and dissimilar characters. Organisms having similar characters are grouped together, and the organisms having dissimilar characters are kept in separate groups. Grouping is done by some principles. The organisms are separated into smaller and smaller groups. The smallest group is the basis of classification. Classification has different groups, smaller group and again little bigger group, again bigger, at last biggest group. Each group in the classification is called as taxon. Let us see the various categories of classification or various levels of classification. The taxa of living organisms are called as hierarchy of categories. Hierarchy means arranging something from smaller to bigger. Kingdom is the largest group. Next, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Species is the smallest group. In taxonomy, organisms are separated into smaller and smaller groups. Which one is the smallest group? Species is the smallest group. Group of related species together form genus, and related genus form family. In this way, at last, kingdom is formed. In 5 kingdom classification, there are 5 kingdom. Each kingdom has phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. These are the hierarchy of classification or levels of classification. What are the levels of classification? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Species is the smallest category or smallest unit of classification. Kingdom is the largest unit of classification. Group of related species form a genus, and group of genus form family, group of families form order, and orders, many orders form a class, and many classes form a phylum. Group of phylum form a kingdom. Naming of organism is important. Name is important for an organism. Every organism needs a scientific name. Scientific names are given to plants and animals. What we are using is called as binomial nomenclature. Bi means two. In binomial nomenclature, every organism is given two scientific names. That means a name of an animal is made up of two words. The method of naming the animals with two names is known as binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. Who introduced binomial nomenclature? Carolus Linnaeus introduced binomial nomenclature. Homo sapiens is the scientific name of human being. Here Homo is the first word, sapiens is the second word. The Homo is the genus name and sapiens is the species name. Homo is the genus name and sapiens is the species name. The first letter of genus name is in capital. Capital letter is not used in species name. A name of an organism has genus name and species name. The first one is genus name, the second one is species name. First letter of the genus name is in capital. The name of frog is Rana hexadactyla. The binomial name of dog is Canis familiaris and cat is Felis felis. The binomial name of tiger is Panthera tigris. The binomial name of peacock is Pavo cristatus. Crow Corvus splendens. The binomial name of frog is Rana hexadactyla, dog Canis familiaris, cat Felis felis, tiger Panthera tigris, peacock Pavo cristatus, crow Corvus splendens.